Alright, we're trying this again. If you're noting my hint of exhaustion, allow me to elaborate. This is currently the third time I'm trying to record this video. I tried twice before, and unfortunately, both recordings didn't really come out that well. So I'm trying a third time, and hopefully, it'll go well. So, with that in mind, previously on youtube.com/ChapterLiftDoll, I showed you all the time-lapse video of me building Crosshair sniper rifle. If you're feeling left out in a bit of information, you're welcome to go back to my last video where I talk about who and what I am currently talking about. And before we get into this video, I'm just going to grab a few things that I need, and I will see you guys after the intro. Alright, I think we have everything we need. Let's get started. But first, my sincerest apologies for this video being a month late. Well, almost a month late. 3 weeks ago was when I promised this video to come out, but school came in the way, ACT, midterms, and then I finally got a break, which felt like a luxury. And then Christmas came, and I was just kind of in the zone, just chilling, so I didn't really feel like recording up until now because I go back to school next week. So I figured that I might as well just go ahead and make this video, and I also thought it would be a good way to end the year, and my gosh, what a year has it been. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later. In the meantime, let's go into the actual showcase of this. So as I said, I time-lapsed Crosshair sniper rifle, and here is the product. This has definitely been one of the more interesting projects because, as I mentioned a couple of times in my last video, I didn't have a whole lot of reference materials to go off of. This was one of those projects where I felt slightly in the dark. However, I can't say I really complain with the final product because this definitely looks really cool. I'll show you all what it looks like. So here's the stock, and then the grip with the trigger, the scope, which I'll talk about in a little bit, and then this whole thing is the barrel, which collapses, and I'll talk about that later too. So, first let's start off with the scope. So in the show Star Wars The Bad Batch, Crosshair's sniper rifle is kind of well known for having a moving scope. Most likely it's for more comfortable scoping, but it also looks really cool on the sniper rifle, and so I want to be able to incorporate that, but not just leave it in a fixed position. I want to be able to go back and forth whenever I wanted to. As such, this can actually move down, so that way it can be in a comfortable, you can look through it in a comfortable position. And at the same time, you can also pull it back up, or my personal favorite way of doing it, flick it back up. So I'll show you how it works. I probably shouldn't aim my sniper rifle at my Bible verse above the TV. So you can see here, there are magnets here, and that's what's keeping the scope fastened above here. All you need to do is just slightly nudge it, and then it'll go down to its position. There's no magnets here, down here to keep it in place because this scope is already heavy. It's easy to keep it down as it is. And then, when you want to have it back in its regular position, you can pull it back up, and the magnets will keep it back in place. And like I said earlier, you can easily flick it back up, and that'll also work just fine. The magnets that I used were part of a pack of really good magnets that I got from my Captain America Wakanda Shield project. And, they kind of range from really powerful to kind of powerful, like the traditional gray circular magnets that I used for most of my projects beforehand. Like the kind on my sniper rifle bullet. And I thought those would work because they're not too powerful, not so less powerful. So it's kind of easy just to move it back and forth whenever I need to. Now, the barrel. Now this is one of those things that I had no idea whether I was making it totally accurate or not, and so I just went for how I thought it would look. So this barrel actually collapses, and it folds over like so. So you'll see here, there are magnets on both the inside of the sniper rifle and the end of the barrel. There's also magnets on the side and on flaps here. Now what happened is, when it's like this, all the magnets here are together. These magnets connect and these magnets connect. These magnets on the strips of cardboard are supposed to keep this, keep the barrel steady. Originally, I went without these, but I thought that was still a little too wobbly. So these are more for stability. And so then you would simply just fold over. It breaks pretty smoothly. And these cardboard strips here on the edge of the sniper fold inward. I was a little bit worried about that because I wanted it to fold like more straight like this, but I actually like when it's folded diagonally like that. And then there's a magnet on the stock and one on the edge of the barrel. And so you'd put it down like that, and they would attach. These are the same magnets that I use for my scope up here. And it's pretty stable. You can move it around and they won't budge. And it's also pretty easy to detach when you need to, and then fold it back into a regular sniper rifle. Now, I gotta come clean with y'all about something. It does not collapse. In fact, I didn't realize this until after I had made the project of all times, that there's this little scene in Star Wars The Clone Wars, Season 7, Episode 2, if you're looking for reference, where Crosshair literally pulls off the barrel, puts it in his backpack, and puts on another attachment. So it does not collapse like this. And it was at the moment that I knew I messed up.
Oh no! Anyway, last week...
Now, I had already basically made this, so I knew there wasn't any going back. But honestly, the way that it collapses like this, I am pretty content with. And besides, stuff in the past that I've tried to make collapsible has not really come out great. And I hope to be able to improve on that in the future. As it is, I'm not too great with taking stuff out and putting stuff back in and hoping that it goes well, because usually it doesn't. So the way that it's collapsible like this was more in my comfort zone, and even though this isn't totally screen accurate, I just thought I'd go with it for more of making me comfortable.
That feels weird, but I'll allow it.
So this version is collapsible. The show version is not. It's fine. None of my stuff is ever totally accurate. Well, some of my stuff isn't totally accurate. So this is fine. The trigger is kind of the same. Sometimes it gets stuck, but it still works. I kind of like the design of the stock. It's pretty cool. The design of all of this was pretty easy because, again, lack of reference materials. But one reference image that I found that I'll have on screen for y'all for a few seconds actually made the design of this pretty simple. And honestly, after the Wakandan Shield project, I don't mind a simpler project because I needed a bit of a break. So one last thing that I do remember that I need to talk about is the size. Now, I don't have exact measurements for this, but I'm going to show you something that's actually pretty cool. And for this, we're going to need to bring over probably my favorite project, or one of them at least, my Modern Warfare sniper rifle. So here's what we're going to do. I actually compared the sizes of both of these after I finished, just because I was curious, to see how long was this one compared to this one, because even though I didn't make the barrel so long, I kind of wondered if it was going to be long enough. So here's how we'll showcase this. It's hard to hold two big rifles in one hand. We're going to start from here, and then I'm going to slowly bring it down and surprise you guys with which one is longer. So here we go. Pretty interesting, huh? Crosshair sniper rifle is longer than my Modern Warfare sniper rifle. What is interesting, because I think originally my longest sniper rifle that I made was my Halo sniper rifle. I wish I had that for reference, but unfortunately I had to throw it out when we moved to South Carolina. So this became my new longest rifle, and now this is my new longest rifle. So definitely interesting, and just to show you all that, there you go, you can kind of see it there. So Crosshair sniper rifle is longer than my Modern Warfare sniper rifle. Pretty interesting, huh? Although the notable difference is that this one doesn't eject a bullet, and this one,
Nope,
does, and I still always miss it. So yeah, my longest rifle that I've made so far, and probably one of the more simpler rifles that I made. And again, like comparing this to this, a lot of notable differences, and a lot of things that show this is a more complex project and that as a more simpler project. But like I said, after Cap's Wakanda shield, I don't mind, because that thing was a pain to make, and although it turned out well, it was still really hard. And this, I think, was more of a simpler thing to make, and I don't mind. So that's basically it. So then you can kind of just carry a collapsed like this, and theoretically you could have it on your backpack like that. I haven't really designed anything like that, and I'm not sure if I will, because I don't normally do wearable things like the backpacks that they have in Star Wars. So I don't know if I'll do that. Maybe I will as I go along. Try to expand my expertise a little bit. But as it is, I don't think I'm gonna design one. So this will just be nice being displayed on my wall or something like that. So that's Crosshair's sniper rifle. I got the review in 10 minutes. Awesome. So now that we finished with the showcase, let's talk a little bit about the year. This year, I think, has probably been my favorite years of content so far. And I know this is only my second year of YouTubing, but it's still just been a really fun year. Like I got to make a bunch of fun projects, like the Darksaber, the Modern Warfare sniper rifle, the Black Ops 3 loadout, the Halo Commando rifle, Crosshair sniper rifle, the Spider-Man web shooters, Cap's Wakandan shield, which is probably, that one might be my most favorite project that I made. All of those have just been really fun to make, and I hope that I'll be able to make some more really cool ones as we continue. It just depends on whether I'm still interested, and I definitely want to be, because I don't know if I've talked about this on video before, but as I'm going into college next year, I want to be able to pursue mechanical engineering, which is something that I didn't really think about until after I showed my parents my Modern Warfare sniper rifle, and both of them thought mechanical engineering would be a good fit for me. And I think I would definitely agree with that, because stuff like this, these two projects that I made, the Crosshair sniper rifle and the Modern Warfare sniper rifle, they were really fun to make and definitely kind of echoed that area of expertise. So I'm definitely hoping I'll be able to pursue that, and I'm also hoping that I'll still be able to make these kind of projects and make videos for you guys, because it's definitely really fun to do. So obviously, because it's New Year's Eve, this is going to be the last video. I'm not sure what the next video is going to be. I do plan on doing a video on talking about my new favorite video game, Halo Infinite, which I finally got after years of waiting. Got it as a Christmas present. And first of all, I've already played through the whole game, and it is awesome. And I plan on doing a bit of a ranking video to talk about that, because there's so many things to talk about because it's such a good game. We reached 100 subscribers, which has definitely been, like I said, I think I basically said this last year, a goal that has been on my mind for a while. and now we're finally here, which I'm excited about. So yeah, like I said, this year has been really fun in terms of content. Maybe some of the years will get better, but this year so far, definitely my most favorite. And I cannot thank you guys enough for supporting the videos with the likes, the comments, for getting me to 100 subscribers. I really appreciate that, and I still hope I'll be able to make more videos and projects for y'all. I've actually already got a few lined up that I'm trying to work on. I'll probably work on them more as the break is coming to a close. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for an awesome 2021. Here's hoping 2022 is just as awesome. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure you leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell so you get notified of future videos. Share this video to someone who you think might be interested in this. And until next time, I'm Chappy Lipdahl, and I'll see you guys next year.